Hello, my name is Nicola Askham, and welcome to another Ask the Data Governance Coach video. And today's question is, can you implement data governance in an agile manner? So I had an email from somebody saying, my organization only does projects in an agile manner. So can we do data governance in this way? So really good question, very interesting question. And my answer has two parts. So firstly, if you've watched any of my videos before this one, you probably know that I am very strongly of the opinion that data governance is not a project. So I really prefer not to call it a project and not to manage it as one, albeit that the initial start of designing and implementing a data governance framework could be considered a project-like thing. I try very hard not to call it one. However, I also know from working with many clients over the years that some organizations, the only way they're going to get the budget and the impetus to actually get started is to have it as a formal project. So we have to accept that sometimes this happens and we have to work with that. In this instance, if your organization works in an agile manner for projects, this can be problematic for data governance because whilst I think that rolling out data governance in by process or by data domain into various areas in your organization could work very well in sprints in an agile manner. I think that some of the foundation work has to be done in a way that can be quite hard to do in very short focused sprints, because a lot of the initial phases are that initial stakeholder engagement, agreeing and designing data governance framework, agreeing roles and responsibilities, agreeing what phases you're going to actually do. And this doesn't fit well in very short focused sprints. So I was actually a project manager 21 years ago. That's how I got into data governance. By accident. Now, back in those days, Agile and Scrum, they just weren't words that project managers had even heard of. So I came from a very traditional project management background where we did waterfall, where you do one thing, then you do the next logical thing, and then you do the thing after. And the way I feel about it is that data governance fits that style of project management very well. However, I have to accept we have to move with the times, and we also have to work within the constraints that you're facing in your organization. If your organization likes to do things in an agile manner, you're going to have to embrace that. However, I do think that there's a way that we can get around this. And that is perhaps by using a combination of methods. And I've had people come on my training courses in the past who've told me they are still project managers, whereas I'm very much out of touch with the project management world. But they're saying that this is actually a known method that's actually called Agile Fall, where you use perhaps a more waterfall traditional approach for the first little bit of your project whilst you design and implement your data. While you design your data governance framework in the first place, while you're engaging stakeholders, making sure that you've got the right data owners and data stewards, that you've trained them, that they're ready to start working with you. Once you've got that bit done in a more waterfall, traditional project management approach, now's the time to move to Agile when it comes to rolling out processes or doing data definitions, completing your data catalog. So I hope that has been useful and given you some ideas on how you can actually manage data governance in an agile manner. If it has been useful, please help me get my message out to many people as possible. I've really set myself this goal to help as many people as possible be successful with data governance. And you can help me with that by liking, commenting, sharing this video on your choice of social media, or even just merely clicking the subscribe button to my channel, because it means that YouTube will show this to more people who need to see it. Thank you so much for your help with that. And if you've got a question you'd like me to cover in a future video, please just email it in to questions@nicolaaskham.com.